everybody, and welcome to something new I'm doing here in Farming Simulator, and we're going to be setting up a military base. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory. We have recently received $1.25 million from the U.S. government to set up a small military base here for protecting the community, since we are quite close to the shore over to the west. So yeah. We've been given this sort of like abandoned farm area here to work with. We have access to use any of the machines at our disposal, including stuff from the shop over there, to work with us here. And since this is for a military purpose, we have the right to take away the ownership of the other people's fields here and use them in our area. I don't intend to do that, but yeah. So the first thing we have to do is spend around $362 million. And as part of the Fifth Amendment of the Bill of Rights, we have to give them a fair price for the land when we take it. So yeah. And the next thing we need to do is landscape this. I'm hoping we can receive some more funding from the government. But as for right now, $1.25 million is all they were willing to give us. So I want to make it big as possible. Don't need that anymore. So we're going to replace some of this field here with grass. Actually, all these fields here are going to be grass now, as of this moment, because we need the area to build. Oh, we'll put some in here too. We have plenty of money, but we also need some buildings. And that's what we need more funding from the government for. So we have a few military vehicles. Each of them, government is going to make us pay $3,000 for. So we're going to buy these here. We have a couple engine setups for it. I want to go with the most powerful one, of course. Or we could go... I don't want just 200 horsepower. We need... So we'll get two of these. Alright, and now we'll get some of these too. I don't know what any of this stuff means here. 0.3, 0.6. I think it's the ground clearance. We'll buy one of each, because I really don't know what any of this stuff means. So now we need a truck to transport it with. So we're going to do this. So we got some stuff from Ford. I know it's going to cost us $30,000 for each one, but we need some towing. Something to tow. So we're going to buy one of those. Look at all of our big military vehicles. Are you literally... Cannot see a thing from inside of them. Let's see what we can put inside here. Literally nothing. But it does have a machine gun on the top, so it's not all bad. And quite a bit of power. And a bunch of buttons. So we need trailers to transport them back with. And I'm considering getting some of these, but they are really expensive. So I think I'm going to refrain. But I'm going to buy one. So we have to be able to transport large amounts of equipment. So we're going to get one of these. That'd be $23,000. You'd think since it was for military purposes, they'd give us a little bit of a break. And we'll use this. Or this. Because that matches military color a little better. We'll buy 2 of these. Let's take a look at our other Humvee. Oh, you can't really see anything from inside of this either, can you? Steering wheel is not there. But I think I'm gonna put this on the semi-trailer. Because why not? Not enough ground clearance to do that. Blizzard Warrior. Fits what it's going to be doing well. So we have around $670,000 left to buy equipment for the base. I mean, equipment and some buildings. So I have a few. Here you can work with. You don't really need a fire station. But we just need to be able to store them, so I think we're going to get one of these. For now. So we're going to put these 2 next to each other there. And we can park some of our vehicles in there. We're going to make a road, of course. Whoa, that is not the same. We're going to need to flatten that out a bit. Inside, I would also we'll go around the outside of it with this thing here. If I was smart, I would just... It's not what I want to do. We can fix stuff as needed later. But as for right now, I think we're making pretty good use of our funds. They're very limited, but I think we're making good use of them. Okay. Then we need to release that. Pull forward. Then put this on the trailer. Yeah. Since the position inside isn't that great, you can see out of it pretty horribly. I wonder if we'll be able to fit 2 on here. I would like it if we did, but I don't think we're going to be able to. No. So we might as well just center it. I should get the Follow Me mod. I saw it on the website. I assume it's ready to be tested. But as soon as it's ready, I'll certainly use it. So it'll be useful for things like this. Yeah. Ford was not very generous when it came doing this because they made us pay $30,000 to get a older F-150 that they just couldn't, F-350, never mind, that they couldn't sell. In my opinion, that's a little bit high. But it is a little military base. I mean, it's pretty useless. I mean, if North Korea invaded, then it's not likely that this would be able to stand up to 6,600 tanks, which North Korea has. But it's just a little base to defend, because there's a shore right there. I also want to bring some stuff over to the port. We'll see if they let me. I honestly don't think they will. Let me station stuff over at the port. I'm also going to have to ask traffic to go around. By that I mean shut the traffic off. Probably going to want one of these bigger ones towing because it has 580 horsepower. Got 4 of these. No, it won't be able to stand up too much, but it will be able to hold off. In the end, I want our base to be able to hold off 500 troops. Because it's a pretty small town, and I'm sure if they did a landing here in California, and if there's a war, if they did a landing, I bet they'd only bring about 500 to try and take the town. 500 to 1,000. So I want the base ready for that. Here we go. I mean, this is going to be our biggest piece right here. Is going to be these Humvees. Tactical vehicles. Then we have these big trucks here, which is probably going to be able to hold 4 troops inside it, which would be extra protection. I don't know why they couldn't just attach a machine gun to the top of it, but probably did it for good reason. Reason they probably didn't want me to know. I'm also kind of wondering why they put me in charge of this base. Doesn't really make much sense to me. But I didn't drop the plans either. Let's see, is there anything else to possibly be used for us? I think we want some tractors. And those are Russian tractors, you probably don't want them. What about some John Deeres? I will say this much, John Deere's not going to be generous about their pricing. So we're probably not going to get any of those. I will tell you one thing we do need is a skid steer for around the farm. Not farm, base. What do we need? We need something that'd be good for that. Now later, ATVs. Let's buy 2 of these. Those will be useful. We're just zipping around. We might be able to replace them with better ATVs. Future, by that I mean ATVs that have armor on them and all that sort of thing. Well, everybody, that's our first bit of military base equipment bought, and in a convoy ready to head back to our base. I hope you like this new series idea. I'm certainly enjoying looking around for a bunch of military equipment. I especially like the fact that there's a bunch of guns. Well, not really just the guns, it's all the fact that I'm in control of something powerful. That's why I'll be playing Power in Revolution. I think that's what it is, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll do a little bit more next time. Maybe we'll get some fences. Actually, I have one more thing I want to do here, because I know I'm going to forget it if I don't. We're going to make this a bit smaller. A lot smaller. And then we're going to change this, and we're going to raise this up to form a wall. It's going to be expensive, but it's needed. Eventually it's just going to fade into the land right up in here. And last but not least, we're going to put some this up on the top and along the sides just to make it blend in a little bit. Alright, that's our final bit of that done on the wall. There, and maybe we could set up some stuff on there. Because if they get by the town, they're going to have to get past this base before they can go inland. And I guarantee that will not be an easy task, even if they land paratroopers in. We should probably buy this back here and use this too. Then we could build off of this hill. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.